All right, let's get started. Our latitude at 1000 hours is going to be 34 degrees, 59 minutes north. That's 34 degrees, 59 minutes north. And our longitude is going to be 079, 59 degrees west. So 079, 59 west. So we're going to plot our 1000 position. So our longitude of 79.59 west and our latitude of 34 degrees 59 minutes north. So that's going to be a 1000 GPS fix. So we'll make a triangle and label that as 1000. We're on a course of 300 degrees true at a speed of 10 knots. So 300 degrees true. So we'll prepare to draw a DR or prepare a DR at 300 degrees. Course of 300. So a course of 300 and a speed of 10 knots. We're going to do 15-minute DRs until 11 o'clock. So at 10 knots, every 15 minutes, we go 2.5 miles. So 2.5 miles. So that's going to be 10:15. $10:30 or 10:30 DR. $10:45. And just to make sure we're still at 2.5 miles, here we are, 2.5 miles for our 1100 DR. At 10:30, we get a fix by two bearings. The light on tow point is bearing 165 degrees true. It's seen bearing 165 degrees true. And the light on heel point is seen bearing 260 degrees true. So we're going to plot these two bearings. So tow point is bearing 165 degrees true. So we plot that bearing. And heel point is bearing 260 degrees true. So this gives us a fix at 10:30. So we see right away that we were set. We had hoped for our DR without any account for the current or the set and drift. We expected to be in this location, but instead we ended up and got a fix here. So we're being set, in this case, in a northeasterly direction. So doing a past tense case triangle, this has already happened. We were here, and now we find out that we're here. We're going to determine what this actual set and drift is. So we will make our current sailing triangle. So from 10 to 10:30, we actually went in this direction. This is our course made good and speed made good. This is where we actually went. So we connect our two positions. And that's our course made good and speed made good. The other part of our triangle is the set and drift. We thought we were going to be here, but we ended up here. So we got pushed in this direction. So set and drift, or the current, is in the direction of from the DR to the actual position. So we will line our DR up to the fix. And this is our set and drift vector in our current sailing triangle. So set and drift. So now we measure these and we will determine our set and drift of the current. So our course made good. Ended up being 313 degrees true. And our speed made good from 10 to 10:30 in half an hour. We went 1, 2, 3, 4.8 miles. So our speed made good is 9.6 knots. Now our set and drift, what the current is. So we were going, our set is in the direction of DR to the position. So this is our set and drift direction. The current is setting in a direction of 48 degrees. And how much of drift? What is the speed of the current? We measure the length of that vector. And that looks like 1.1 miles. But remember, this is in half an hour, not an entire hour. And in order to change this 1.1 to determine how the speed in nautical miles per hour, in this case we will multiply by 2, and the drift is going to be 2.2 knots. So now, by completing our past tense current triangle using vector addition, we've determined our set and drift. The set and drift of the current is 0.48 degrees set at a drift of 2.2 knots.